And welcome back. We're picking up where we left off last time in Subnautica. And with power back in our base here, we should be able to go exploring. Suppose I could try to roll for a little bit more copper. Slap another solar panel on the roof of the thing, make it a little bit less likely to power out, lose power in the middle of the night. There we go. Need some quartz and titanium. I think we got the quartz. Because every solar panel put on the roof makes it generate power and store a little bit more. Do I have the quartz? That's a diamond, that's not quartz. Okay, I need another quartz. Quartz is easy-ish to see. I'm gonna grab one of those for the turning to water for the road. In theory, I don't need to be bringing food for the road because I can just knife random fish when I'm free. Here's a quartz. Okay, with improved depth, we can now go up to 300 meters down, which should help a lot with going after these artifacts. Feel like they're reasonably deep. A little more copper doesn't hurt. Find another section of roof. Slap another solar panel on it. Can I not pick up quartz? I thought I picked up some quartz. I really did not pick up quartz. I thought I had. Like so, to get a little bit more oxygen. Quartz. This time I picked some quartz up. Okay, we'll just slap 2 solar panels on top instead of 1. Be fine. In fact, it'll be better than what I was originally planning, so it's just taking more time to do it. Solar panel done. Solar panel over here as well. Oh, does it? It must take 2 quartz. That's probably what's going on. Thought I needed 1 and I only brought 2. Yeah, that makes sense. Or thought I only needed 1, I only brought 1. And in fact, needed 2. That would have mathed out there. Okay. So yeah, in theory, this place can save up to 375 power, so it should have enough power. Oh, and let's do a quick swap of batteries. I don't think we need the base builder while we're out and about. So swap base builder and the mineral detector in. So we've got those available on the quick bar. Yep, that's fine for the trip. Hop in the sea truck and off we go exploring. Q59 or PK8. Let's try to do Q59 first. Way in? Guess we're about to find out. As far as this vehicle is going into this cave, at least. Okay, so no, this is not the way. The map is telling me that this is very a dead end. That's why it's useful sometimes to pull the map up, even though I don't like how it takes up, how much screen it takes up, because it's sort of 3D map. So we're going to approach from a different angle. On everything. I think I'm still in the old hole. I don't think we've gotten up and over. That makes sense. Some indication it might have been the volcanic area. It's like stream down from here? Question is, how do we get in? So we now have dive depth. Bring this into the hole. Whether that's a good idea or not is a different problem. Thread the needle with the truck. May technically be possible. It may not be what we're supposed to be doing here. This would be very dangerous to the character. Less dangerous to the truck. It's made out of sufficiently heavy metal. Fit through that hole. Okay, let's go back the way we can, because obviously we can't get out that way. It is one of the volcanic tunnels that's not that one, at least. Pop out, do a quick bit of a patch job on the vehicle. There we go. I can see that being the hole, but if that is the hole, then I definitely need some warm, heat-resistant clothing or something down there, I think. At least if the goal is to bring the truck down. Exploring with the truck. Yeah, this feels like this might be the way down there. Other than that, I must be just approaching the wrong way if that's not the case. No, I'm pretty sure this is a dead end. Maybe something, although that doesn't line up in the direction I'm going for that. Yeah, I don't think I'm trying to approach it from the right direction. Okay, let's call off the search for this one for a bit and go for the other one. Off to PK8. Explored that area before. Although I don't know if we were down to PK8 specifically. Been around here. Whether we've been deep enough is a different problem. Down we go. Ooh, gel sacks. We do need that for aerogel, so we'll grab you. Approaching the limit again. 237-ish, 240-ish down. Oh, I think I'm in the wrong crevice right now. Going the right way. Take the time to actually scan this gel sack. Oh, never mind. I think they're right in the right place.
Another site found. Perhaps its data will tell me something useful. I have collected enough data to extrapolate the location of a component necessary to assemble my body. I will provide a signal.
Signal location uploaded to PDA.
Fossil excavator. Okay. Oh, and this was definitely not the one I was looking for, because that's 400 meters that way. Ancient body cache, 500 meters down that way. Just an accidental convenient find down here, okay.
How do humans function with such a fallible and inferior body?
Excuse you? My body is anything but inferior. I work hard for my body to be able to do what it does.
Yes, but its overall form is not ideal. For example, consider its use of primitive ball and socket joints.
Is there anything you don't find primitive? Humans bartered with evolution to get more brain wrinkles and opposable thumbs.
It is true the opposable thumb is excellent, but all corporeal forms are temporary. The ability to be reborn when a body breaks down is paramount.
My body is my own and I cherish it. It grows with me. Humans have one life. We plant trees we can never experience the shade of. We build for the next generation.
Noble, but again, truly inefficient.
You are incredibly frustrating, you know that?
I hope to see the forms of my people again.
Keep your time, body cache. Get 8. Yeah, we're at the right level for that. Not in the right hole, though. Obviously, at this point. And I'm pretty sure to retrieve his body fragment, that looked like it was deeper. Not sure we're quite ready to go deeper. That's sulfur. Don't need that right now. That's sulfur. You are lithium. Oh, I was hoping that was magnite. Not the mineral I was expecting. I saw it. Still, useful. Need lithium. We need lithium for various things. Is that presumably another hunk of it? No. I don't need a lot of it, but a little bit is great. Sheet truck something or other. There's the module, sleeper module. Probably another hunk of sleeper module. Yeah, okay. Not gonna bother the sleeper module then. We'll take you though. Booster tank.
New blueprint
Lithium.
synthesized.
Quartz. Up and over. No, I was going for PKA. Sorry. Moving away from where we were trying to go. Going back towards the one we were having trouble trying to find. Well, there's a Leviathan there, so let's maybe try to avoid getting the ship nibbled by a Leviathan.
See fluid intake. Vital signs stabilizing.
Yeah, the body cache might not be as deep as I think. How green it is, I'm feeling like, I'm real close to the surface, and then I look at the depth gauge and like, oh, I'm 200 meters down. It's surprisingly
An
green
active
area
volcano
for...
detected nearby.
Big something over my head, okay. Inactive volcano, so this is PK8, it's presumably at the base of the volcano based on what we're seeing. Some nice spots for the prawn suit to work.
Warning. Maximum depth reached. Hull damage
Hit the
imminent.
maximum depth. So if we're going to explore it, we're exploring it in swimsuit. Although, there happens to be some diamond and ruby here. Now first. Ancient artifacts, PK8.
The artifact you found contains traces of information suggesting what has become of my people.
Ground sampler.
New technology acquired.
Cyclotron. Okay. We had more heat resistance. I think we continue to go down there to grab some minerals, but I don't think we're that heat resistant, honestly. At least not yet. That's lithium. we're not in a complete rush here. While we're going up, we're gonna look for any information on Magnite. No, it doesn't look like this can find Magnite. Okay. Okay, so that was PK8, and we've obviously discovered it because it's
Maximum depth reached. High damage
deactivated.
imminent.
Let's see if we can get a little bit closer to the body cache before we give up and head back to base. I suppose I can take a look. What's the cyclotron cost us? Okay. Check on that later. We got the ship a little nibbled.
Calorie intake recommended.
Quickly patch up the seams here. And then we can get back in the ship and figure out what I was looking for. Where the Leviathan, I think, interfered. A cyclotron. Cyclotrons and construction are constituent parts. Okay. We're looking for that one. That's the gold-bearing rock. No, that's just weird lighting making the silver one look that way.
You came within range of data that might help with the construction of a new storage medium. You must continue to investigate. I strongly sense my people's technology nearby. A body component is near.
Oh no, it's not a straight shot. I may not be able to continue being down here. Scan the ruby. Unless we're lucky with like a auction plant down here, we're gonna have to start going back up soon. It's still another 100 meters down, and we hit the floor. Okay, I gotta go back up for air. Come back down once more. One more attempt at getting this body fragment before we give up. Uranium crystals. Okay, we don't need uranium yet. But we found where we look for it. going back for oxygen. I'm gonna heal up, and we're hopefully not gonna get caught by the trap again. Advanced material production. Interesting. And yeah, I do have a health pack on me, so I'll use that before we pop back out of the thing. Drink our regular filtered water. There we go, good. One last delve before we give up on trying to get the body cache here. Nope, that wasn't it. I got by the same spiky trap again.
Warning. 30 seconds of oxygen remaining.
Okay, until we get more depth, I don't think we can, gonna find it.
Oxygen.
Okay. Up we go, back to base. Might take the time between streams, because I think when we get back to base, we're going to put the end of the stream in here to make sure that I haven't misidentified the plant we need. Because the plant, like, we got everything else except for the plant leaves, right? So if I can sort the plant leaves out, we can get more depth on our little shuttle here, our little truck here. Although who knows if another minor depth upgrade is going to be enough to get quite deep enough. One way to find out is to get the depth upgrade and find out. I think that was lithium I saw on the ground there as we passed. yeah, we'll see if we've... Won't try to spoil where it is to myself, but I'll spoil if I've seen the plant, let's say, is what I'll probably try to do. Because if we've seen the plant, then I have no problems just going to the plant and picking the leaf. So we can get another depth upgrade and have a little bit more variety and space we take the sea truck into. Otherwise, I think we've made good progress. We found the other living human on the planet's home base for the moment, so we can always crash their party if we want to say hello. And we found one of the 3 get the aliens out of her brain bits. Well, locations to it. Getting deep enough to actually get them out of her brain is a different problem. First steps, though. Equipment. Booster tank is high capacity wiring kit. Okay, so that might be doable. Although that's using oxygen to give a speed boost. I'm not sure that's what we want. Benzene. So the flowering spores I just picked up in a ribbon plant. It's benzene. I don't know what we need that for, but we know where to get that now. So we don't forget. Anyway, we still don't know what we need for the ultra high capacity tank. What I was trying to look at when I was in here first is, do we have what we need to make... Well, presumably we do. The question is, can I make more, really? First aid kits. Fiber mesh. I think we've got the stuff to make fiber mesh. Reasonably close to base. That's probably a pretty easy thing to find. Fiber mesh. Creepy bean sample. Okay, we'll make a few more first aid kits, and I won't worry about consuming the last one here to get an HP boost. Oh, the gel sack's away. And I'll quickly build this recyclotron before we close for the day. Titanium ingot, titanium plasteel ingot. Oh, no, that doesn't need a titanium ingot. If we have enough, that's not a problem. I'm assuming we're going to want another plasteel ingot at some point. Okay. And then we can get at the builder.
This hybrid technology allows for the recycling of natural resource components, without rinsing and sorting them into bits first.
So we have a recycler that recycles things. What it recycles? Not sure. We got one. It's fancy and expensive, and that's all we've got right now. So yeah, I think this is where we're going to put the part break in. We've made a decent amount of progress here. We've still got places to explore. We've got the ancient body cache to explore. We've got Architect Artifact Q59 to explore. We've got the recipe to do something with Delta Station, although I'm missing one of the inputs to that. And of course our sea truck can now go deeper. We might try to take it deeper down into the last known position to the pilot area, see if there's more useful stuff down there in the next one. So I hope everyone has been enjoying. If you're watching on YouTube, there probably will be a part up tomorrow. If you're watching on Twitch, let me go over the schedule. It should be the same 4 games as we've been doing the last couple days. Once again, sorry for the missed day in the streaming schedule. YouTube probably won't notice it, other than the fact that I'm breaking it up. But we did not stream one night due to an emergency. Everything worked out in the end. So yesterday was Songs of Six. Today was Subnautica. Tomorrow will be Terra Invicta. The day after that will be Darkest Dungeon. The day after that will be Songs of Six. And then the day after that we'll be back here to Subnautica. So the current cycle is Terra Invicta, Darkest Dungeon, Songs of Six, Subnautica, rinse and repeat, basically out, until we finish one of those games. So tonight with Subnautica, we'll be back playing that again in 4 days. Tomorrow will be Terra Invicta. I believe going forward, the next recording of Terra Invicta will be a 5-parter. The next recording of Songs of Six will probably be a 5-parter, because we skipped a day. We already had a spare part on Subnautica that I accidentally recorded in the last recording session. We effectively used it up because we ended up missing a day in the stream cycle. So that's why this one was a 4-parter. Terra Invicta, we have no spare parts, so that's why this is going to be a 5-parter tomorrow. Darkest Dungeon, I think we might have a 5-parter, or might have a spare part. If we don't, there'll be a 5-parter as well on that one. And then Songs of Six, I know we don't have a 5-parter, so we may have 3 days back to back where we end up doing 5-parters instead of 4-parters. We shall see. I hope everyone has been enjoying. If you're watching live on Twitch, now is your last opportunity to get comments in while the stream is live. Regardless of whether you're watching on Twitch or on YouTube, feel free to leave comments. I do try to respond to the Twitch comments live, and I try to respond to the YouTube comments reasonably promptly, all things considered. At least if they're topical and there's something I can respond to and not just hype. I appreciate the hype comments, but they're not always the easiest to respond to in a productive manner, I think. So with that, I'm going to wish you all the best of luck and a good time. Catch you all in the next part and or stream, and bye for now.